Hello, everybody. I'm gonna be completely honest. I have no faith in this whatsoever. I'm also gonna do that because for some reason, whenever I try to do HD stuff, it doesn't look good on my PC, or it has trouble playing back. You know what? I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm sure there's going to be some interesting third-party games here, but when it comes to first-party Sony stuff, I legitimately have zero faith. Legitimately. Hello, Astro. Oh, Helldivers. Gonna add an update for additional content. 5 new online speakers. Oh, cool. Cool. Cool.
Hi everyone, I'm Nicholas Ducey, the studio head at Team Asobi. We couldn't be happier with the reception to Astrobot and to see how much joy Astro is bringing to homes all around the world. On behalf of Team Asobi, thank you so much. Now, we still have a few surprises up our sleeves. Today's trailer was a sneak peek at a DLC we'll release later this year at no additional cost. We'll have more to share soon. But for now, let's enjoy the state of play.
Why are you showing your broadcast time? It's happening.
Listen to me, Burnt One. If you're intending to walk the midnight walk, you better be sure to keep your spark safe and burning.
While I was in the black, I had a dream. There was a monster in the woods.
And on you go, like a moth into the burning light.
This is cool. VR game.
Thank you.
Oh, took the sun away.
Oh, you can play it on
Little soul,
just a
you
PS5.
charming little wanderer. Where are you off to now?
And so it was that the Burnt One and a small flame took a wander down the midnight walk.
That's pretty cool. That's a pretty neat game.
I don't remember when it happened, but I remember how I felt. Father told us to hide when they came to our house. Then they took him away. Mother said I couldn't play outside anymore. Everyone had fled. She said the country was sick, but we would be okay. Mother always said monsters didn't exist. I thought they lived under my bed. We were both wrong. They live inside our heads.
Hell is us. Once again, like I said, really cool third-party offerings.
My story is a
Hey!
tale of homes rewritten by nuclear fire.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Serdar!
Have you seen Yana?
Something happened.
She's in no state to be wandering out in the metro alone. I need to go after her. Their bodies arranged in some sort of ritual. Please, just let Yana be all right. What is that? I keep hearing other voices on the radio.
You said there were people there.
Did you not hear any of that? Yana, is that you? I'm seeing things. Hearing things. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Sometimes we need to become the thing we fear. To prevent something worse.
Yeah. I love Metro. I love Metro so much. It makes me want a PSVR 2. Just that Metro game, honestly.
So, how did it feel to learn the truth about the night sky tragedy? Long ago, you humans slaughtered each other until the whole world lay in ruins. And yet, you have been granted another chance in Auroria. It must be the will of your beloved Mother Goddess. However, I still have no trust in your kind. Prove yourself. If you survive this trial, perhaps you might become one of us.
Arcade sounds very familiar. I don't think I've ever played it before, but Arcade sounds very familiar. That fucking Power World. It is! I remember that fucking doofus. Oh boy, this is just a little bit awkward considering the lawsuit that came out. God. I have not seen a single thing of Power World, honestly. It felt like such a meme game because the fact that you literally have a gun and you shoot basically rip-offs of Pokemon. Wasn't even a
Thanks to
DLC, it
Pocket
was
Pair
just...
for that new look at Pal World, an incredible open-world survival game that's launching today on the PlayStation 5 console. We have a few more games with breaking news today, starting with the return of two beloved RPGs from the original PlayStation.
Your dreams, magical thoughts.
Yo!
Things are real unless you dream they're not. In your dreams, love is the
Alright, that's pretty poggers.
Lunar Remastered Collection brings together Lunar the Silver Star Story Complete and Lunar 2 Eternal Blue Complete with updated visuals, widescreen mode, and more.
Instantly we see it, the time
I might have to replay Silver Star Story now. I had done the PSP version. I don't know.
Lunar Remastered Collection comes to PS5 and PS4 in spring 2025.
I don't know if anything is super
Two updates on
updated.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge. First, the Radical Reptiles DLC, which adds Mondo Gecko and Mona Lisa as playable characters. And for no extra cost, a remixed in-game soundtrack featuring some amazing guest composers. Both of these updates arrive later today.
Yeah.
Huh? I've taken on another form?
And yes, you heard right. Keanu Reeves is joining Sonic X Shadow Generations as part of the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie pack. This update is inspired by scenes from the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie.
Also, this
and arrives
music
December 12th.
is from
the Sonic the Hedgehog
Shadow
3
the
movie
Hedgehog.
pack is included in the digital deluxe edition.
I don't know if it's
which lets
used
you play
anywhere
the
else,
game
but
3
this is
days
from
ahead
Shadow
of
the
its
fucking
October
Hedgehog.
25th release date.
That's hilarious. What is this? Fantasian?
Hello, State of Play.
Hey.
I'm Sakaguchi,
Oh, yeah,
producer of
Fantasian.
Fantasia Neo Dimension. 手作りのジオラマを使ったファンタジアネオディメンジョン150も作りました。そしてランダムエンカウントを貯めていっぺんに戦ったり、スキルの起動を操作したりと短式バトルにも新要素を盛り込んでいます。
I might have to pause this.
音
I
楽
have
は
pizza
フ
coming.
ァイナルファンタジーシリーズで共に歩んできた上松さんです。プレイステーション5にて2024年12月5日発売、どうか皆さんにプレイしていただけたらと、願っています。
Neat.
We're just over a month away from the release of Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Let's check in with BioWare and Electronic Arts for an extended look at a climactic battle.
Place your bets. Will this
We've gotten
game
word from the
save
wardens.
BioWare?
Have they found Gillinane?
Or will it be
Not
their
yet,
death gas?
But they found something else worth killing.
I don't
One
think
of her
I've actually
blighted
not seen
dragons.
gameplay. I just know that this game was announced
Rook,
like
you made it. Good.
Wouldn't miss it.
feels like almost a decade
We have
ago at
unfinished
this point.
business with that dragon.
He was called
We've tracked it to a
Dreadwolf
ruined
still.
tower nearby.
That lair is a death trap. We need to lure her out to have any chance. So we challenge her, draw the dragon out into the open, then attack. Just you and me now.
Everyone, get ready!
Wardens! Ready ballistas! Wait for it.
Come on. Come on.
Hit the wings! Force her to land! Second detachment! Flank on the walls! Let's go!
I don't see anything immediately wrong.
Second dragon!
Press the attack! Bring that first one down!
Vaughn!
Gillenane.
Consume their flesh! Shatter their bones! Your battle is already lost.
Okay.
This isn't the Bureau's first time in Bright Falls. The FBC's research department set up a facility.
Control 2.
The Lake House.
Or is it Alan Wake 2 DLC?
If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, I would have just kept on driving.
Federal Bureau of Control. Although, because of Alan Wake 2, Control is in that same universe. So it could still be Alan Wake 2 DLC, but it could also be Control 2. Only difference is probably whether it's the leading man or leading lady. Alan Wake 2. The Lake House. Is it standalone or is it DLC?
Give up the firearm!
Yeah? No. Ah!
few know the truth. I stood with Cain and my brethren until I had the honor of surpassing my lord. For my transgression, I earned a new kind of reward. Agony.
The fate of this world was preordained in an instant.
What
Legacy of Cain? Is that what this is? They mentioned Cain at the very least.
Changed. I was not prepared for what lay beyond this threshold.
The future has always been written.
Don't fight it, Raziel.
Legacy of Cain, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remastered. Cool. Oh, hey, there's Asper.
Legacy of Cain Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered arrives December 10th.
Well, I'm glad.
Celebrating the 25th anniversary
I'm
of
glad
the
they
first
weren't
game's
just
release.
killed when they were taken off of Knights of the Old Republic.
Games from the original PlayStation era also inspired Fear the Spotlight from Blumhouse Games. It brings atmospheric polygonal scares to PS5 and PS4 on October 22nd.
Just go home, Viv. I'm happy here. So happy.
At last, we've returned to our ancestral land, Agaspa.
Build villages and nurture vast ecosystems in Towers of Agasba. This colorful world includes unique creatures, a peculiar cast of characters, and also allows you to invite other players to visit your island. Towers of Agasba launches into early access this November. Up next, Epic Games brings a split-screen mode to LEGO Fortnite this October.
LEGO Fortnite?
This feature enables friends and family to explore the world and build villages together while playing on the same PS5 or PS4. And in other Fortnite news, the new Fortnite Limited Edition DualSense wireless controller arrives later this year.
There's a what?
With pre-order starting October 3rd. Visit PlayStation blog for more details. Next, it's 1 versus 1,000 in Dynasty Warriors Origins, and Koei Tecmo Games is ready to share the release date. Let's take a look.
Guardian of Peace, you have crossed paths with men who may one day bring about order. Until then, you must adapt to the chaos and find a way to survive. So choose your path wisely. Go forth and learn what it means to be a hero.
You claim to strive for justice, but have no way to achieve it. Tearing down the system without providing an alternative is mere wanton destruction. The die has been cast. All that remains is to see this through.
Hang on, I'll be right back. The food is secured, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
I was still home.
hoping that I imagined the whole thing. It's burned into my mind.
Oh, is this Monster Hunter? Monster Hunter Wilds?
So, Captain, what's your team been getting up to?
The Guild gave special assignments to some of the other units from the expedition, mine included.
This forest is amazing.
My fur isn't built for this kind of weather.
That's causing the water currents to surge too.
Ah.
This is its territory, and we're intruders.
See, I haven't played a ton of Monster Hunter yet. I played Monster Hunter World when it, like, first launched. Honestly, I sucked at it, just to be completely honest. And I haven't really played much of the other Monster Hunter games, so I don't really know what is new and what is old. But I don't think that matters, because it's Monster Hunter. And Monster Hunter is just kind of really cool.
Food's ours. You respect. Why don't they just put the meat down? Leave this to me! Heels inbound!
That's it. The White Wraith. It's real! Is that what we're after? The White Wraith.
Down there. Someone's in trouble.
It seems we must do a more thorough investigation.
What is that thing? An extinct species?
You're a hunter. You've got a weapon, and you do nothing? Give it to me, and I'll...
Hey, that's pretty close. Yeah, yeah, fluffy.
皆さんこんにちは。モンスターハンターワイルズプロデューサーのつごとです。本作の発売日が2025年2月28日世界同日発売に決定いたしました。本日より順次予約を開始しますので、ぜひご予約いただければと思います。プレイステーションストアでご予約いただいた方限定の特典として、プレイステーション5でご覧いただけるデジタルミニアートブックをご用意します。9月26日の23時からは TGS2024 カプコンオンラインプログラムを放送いたします。それでは引き続きモンスターハンターワイルズの情報にご注目ください。またお会いしましょう。
Look at those trackers. Okay, trail spots aren't cheap, so let's get started. A hunter with a mysterious past and her very heroic friends are all that stands in the way of an unspeakable evil. Join them as they explore, hunt, collect wacky outfits, and decorate their village. Nailed it. This is awesome. But wait, there's more. With the digital deluxe edition, you get this exciting blue roller thing. And snazzy costumes, like the Shadow Stalwart outfit. And this, I don't know what that is. That or that. Or why they're climbing in that cannon. But look how much fun they're having. Come and join the party in Mother's Heart. Phew, got it all in.
No,
Oh, I forgot to mention the pre-order.
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani. We are so excited for everyone to get their hands on LEGO Horizon Adventures when it launches on November 14th. And Aloy has more good news on the horizon.
No. No. First game remastered, you can...
Aloy's original adventure, Horizon Zero Dawn, is being remastered for PS5 and PC by Guerrilla and Nixes. Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered includes more than 10 hours of re-recorded conversation mocap and countless graphical improvements that bring the game to the same visual fidelity as Horizon Forbidden West.
Why did you waste resources on this? You could have used it to make Horizon 3! Like, I'm sure they're making Horizon 3, but they could have just
This new version
gave
of
it
Horizon
more
Zero Dawn
money.
will arrive October 31st. And anyone who owns the original PS4 version of the game will be able to upgrade to the new PS5 version for $9.99.
Oh, fuck off.
Visit PlayStation Blog for more details and watch the full trailer to see all the enhancements to Aloy's epic quest.
0 copies sold. Fuck you.
New content is on the way to the action-packed world of Stellar Blade. A new photo mode lets players set up the perfect
There
picture
wasn't a
with your
photo
choice of poses, expressions, and filters.
I've heard good things about Stellar Blade at least. But that's once again, yo, there's a
And
girl
Stellar
named
Blade's
Shion in
original
this?
soundtrack,
Okay, hang
featuring
on.
over 180 songs from the game is available on select streaming services starting today.
Like, but this is still like a third-party game, is it not?
But that's not all.
Ah!
Sci-fi worlds collide in the Stellar Blade and Nier Automata collaboration, coming to Stellar Blade later this year.
That's pretty cool. That is really cool.
Now let's talk about what's ahead for PlayStation Plus. First, your monthly games for October are WWE 2K24, Dead Space, and Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. These will be available to all PlayStation Plus members starting October 1st.
I have all of those. Wait, isn't
Meanwhile, our
Plus
library of
a free
PlayStation
game
Classics
still?
continues to grow, with 2 more fan favorites from the original PlayStation arriving later this year: Blood Omen Legacy of Kain and Capcom's Dino Crisis.
Okay, cool.
Naughty Dog
Dino
fans
Crisis.
know September 26th is The Last of Us Day, and we're celebrating by
The
adding the
fucking
critically acclaimed
Last of Us
PS5
Day.
hit The Last of Us Part 1 to the PlayStation Plus game catalog this Thursday.
It didn't sell, so please play it at least. Please. Just make a controller that has the buttons colored. Come the fuck on. It could still just be the white controller just with colored buttons. Just give me a controller with colored buttons that you didn't arbitrarily limit to 12,300 ever in the world. Go fuck yourself. The chroma. Fuck off.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark Cerny. We recently revealed the newest addition to the PlayStation 5 family, PS5 Pro, alongside several games showcasing the superior frame rates and improved graphics that the new console makes possible. With PS5 Pro, developers have access to 3 key improvements: an upgraded GPU, advanced ray tracing, and AI-driven upscaling that combine to bring developers closer to realizing their unique vision. We're excited for players to get their hands on PlayStation 5 Pro when it launches this November. But in the meantime, here's a look at some of the games that are being enhanced for the new console, including a few titles that we're revealing for the very first time today.
This is the time of our lives. This is the time of our lives.
And many more. Fuck. Witness Play Unleashed. 0 units. I swear to God, if it's Days Gone, I swear to God, don't do it. I don't know what this is.
We are beyond the edge of Japan. People come north to disappear.
Hang on.
But you are hunting. And now, every Ronin here is after you. Still think you're the hunter?
Sucker Punch is alive, ladies and gentlemen. They live. I was scared for a bit. I hate when they just go silent for years. They didn't used to do that. They used to release games every, like, 2 to 3 years, roughly. And now they're announcing this game 4 years after its PS5 remaster, I think? And this is just the reveal. It better have a window, at least. Do not just say title and then disappear. Ghost. I don't know how to say that. I'm not going to try. I'll save myself the embarrassment. Okay, it's coming out next year. At least, thank God. And that was it. Was that it? Third-party games. One new actual PlayStation announcement. Oh, but there was 2 because of the go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Thank God Sucker Punch is alive at least. They announced one thing. One. Everything else was third party. And on a personal level, it wasn't even some of the third-party games I'm personally interested in or invested in either. Like, some of them were cool. I'm not gonna lie. Hell Is Us looked pretty cool. What was this one called? The Midnight Walk. I still need to get a PSVR. There is actually a decent amount of PSVR 2's games that actually look interesting that I want to play. This is funny. I don't really care about Dragon Age. I know everyone beats up on it, especially considering like all the news that we heard about Dreadwolf and things like that when it was still called Dreadwolf. How seemingly it's abandoning like everything that Inquisition set up in like its last DLC kind of thing, And it's just like, that didn't that didn't happen. We've been gone for a decade. Welcome back. Nothing mattered. Alan Wake is cool. Legacy Kane, that's pretty cool. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Bringing back Legacy of Kane, that's, I think that's a Sony first party. So, you know, bringing that back is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. You know, Dynasty Warriors and, Monster Hunter Wilds. Like, those are cool. Those are cool third-party announcements, but once again, they're third-party announcements. And then you have Lego Horizons Adventures, I guess. Horizon Zero Dawn. God, I sneezed. Horizon Forbidden Zero Dawn Remastered. That, honest to God, I cannot tell. I cannot tell the difference. Like, maybe if you showed me a side-by-side, I would. But, like, when a game gets remastered or remade, it should be obvious, I would feel like. Like, all of the Resident Evil games, you will never meet a single person on this earth who will mistake Resident Evil 2 with Resident Evil 2 Remake. Not a single person will mistake Resident Evil 4 with Resident Evil 4 Remake. Not a single person will mistake the original Final Fantasy VII with the two Final Fantasy VII sort of remake games that we have so far, nor will they mistake it with the third one that will eventually come out. This, I cannot tell from a glance. You should be able to tell from a glance. This is meaningless. This is pointless. It is a waste of money, 0 copies sold, 0 money earned, negative money earned. At least, you know what? At least the Last of Us Part 2 remastered shit, at least that upgrade included, like, a horde mode and, like, cut levels that you can now play and shit like that alongside its minor graphical enhancements. At least that happened. This is seemingly just a remaster. This is just graphical improvements. This is just, we mocapped everyone again to make everyone look like they're actually talking with you. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I don't think anybody cares. The only people who care are super obsessed tech enthusiasts that probably make up less than 1% of the people actually playing games. People care about graphics, I am sure. I'm not saying that I don't care about graphics. I thought Horizon Zero Dawn looked great and thought it was beautiful and thought it was really, really cool. And I can look at this, the remaster of that, and go, why the fuck? Why bother? I can't wait. I look forward to just never... I look forward to owning a Nintendo Switch 2, or whatever it's called, and just having that for the next 7 years and not paying attention to any other facet of gaming for like a decade while they rewrite it themselves. This is pathetic. It's pathetic. I hope beyond everything. Like, this is, once again, I came in with no hope, somehow came out, you know what, I'm not gonna say less hope, because you know what, Sucker Punch is making a new game, and I really like Sucker Punch games, so you know what, I'll give him that. I'll give him that. But it's so meaningless. it's one game. As much as I like Sucker Punch, as much as I personally like Sucker Punch, I know for a fact that the game that they have made costs way more money than you should be spending on a game, period. There's no way that isn't the case. The budgets of these Sony games are so bloated with pointless nonsense. It's so absurd. It's so baffling. Like I mentioned when they were showing the new Ghost game, like Sucker Punch released Ghost of Tsushima in 2019, mid 2019, and then released a sort of remaster of it, the director's cut for the PS5, shortly after. I don't remember if it was early or mid 2020, but they did that, and then they disappeared. Not a word from them. They spent 5 years working on a sequel. 5 years should be the maximum a game takes. And instead, it's now like the minimum. It's so baffling. It's so ass backwards. I grew back in my day type shit, I know, but I grew up in a time where franchises that I was invested in, like 2-3 years tops for the next game. 2-3 years tops. And you would get the new game. Unless the series concluded, you would get a new game in 2 to 3 years. And that was it. No one spent absurd amounts of time on video games. They didn't need to. There's like 3 Grand Theft Auto games that came out in the span of, I think, 4 years, roughly. 4, maybe 5 years. And they're touted as some of the best Grand Theft Auto games to ever be made. Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. And now Grand Theft Auto 5, released in 2013, I believe it was. And you're telling me Grand Theft Auto 6 is just now around the corner? Is that a 2025 game, or did they say 2026? I don't even remember. Either way, that's still absurd. This is absurd. It's not just Sony, but Sony upsets me the most because Sony was the console I grew up with, and it had the most franchises that I was invested in as a youth. And now they're either completely dead or take so long to be made that I just have to assume that they're dead until they eventually reappear. Naughty Dog made Jak and Daxter 1, 2, and 3 in the span of 4 years. They released them, I should say. Not made, but released them. From Jak 1's release to Jak 3's release, 4 years. 3 to 4 years for all 3 of those games to be released to the public. And even then, like Jak and Daxter, the first game, probably about a year or 2 prior for development-wise, so probably about 6 years. 6 years to make a whole trilogy of games. Sucker Punch was probably in the very same boat with Sly Cooper. Probably took 5 to 6 years to make the whole Sly trilogy. Now it takes 5 to 6 years to make one fucking game! We don't even know what Naughty Dog's doing anymore. They were doing like a Last of Us 2 multiplayer that was going to be added on at like post-launch to The Last of Us Part 2, and then it became its own separate thing, and then Bungie got acquiesced, and then Bungie was just like, you should actually make it into this amalgamation that's complete bullshit and everyone will hate. And then eventually they got wise and was just like, wait a minute, this shit sucks, and then completely scrapped everything. So we don't even know what Naughty Dog's doing. We don't know. They don't know. Even back on the PS3, Naughty Dog was making and releasing Uncharted games like every 2 years. Like, even the gap between 3 and 4, at least that's kind of reasonable, because there was The Last of Us that released in 2013, and then, like, Uncharted 4 was, like, 3 years later. And then, like, a year after that, they did Lost Legacy, I believe. So, like, even back in, like, the PS3 and PS4, like, early to mid PS4 even, everything was fine. What has happened? What's happening? To be fair, Sucker Punch did, like, they released Infamous Last Light, I think, in 2015, and then they didn't release Ghost of Tsushima until 2019. Even that's 4 years, I believe, if my timeline is correct. Even that's just 4 years. They're reaching the top, but they still didn't get it yet. Now 5 years is the max. Ghost of Tsushima was, like, super, super ambitious. Now it's just Tuesday. I fucking hate it, man. I fucking hate it. I hate that every single franchise that isn't made by seemingly Capcom Capcom, Nintendo, and specifically the Yakuza section of Sega just doesn't know what to do. Like, they don't know that they can just reuse assets, maybe slightly improve the models for, like, next generations and shit like that, but they could still reuse the assets. They can reuse animations even, as long as they just, like, tweak it a little bit to make sure the mocap looks correct. No. Rebuild everything. $300 million. We're done. We're done. I have no interest in Sony anymore, at least at this point. I'll still play Astrobot, because Astrobot's cool. Astrobot, sadly, is not a celebration of PlayStation. I thought that Astrobot would release, and they'd look at that and go, oh, wait a minute. And maybe they still will. Maybe they still will, you know. It just happened. Maybe there's still hope. Maybe there's hope yet. The PS5 Pro shows that there isn't hope, but maybe there's hope. Well, PS5 Pro, Horizon Zero Dawn remaster, and dear God, I hope it's not true, the rumored Days Gone remastered. Like, those 3 things show that no, that there is just no hope. But, you know, maybe Astrobot, just because of when it was released, maybe there's a delayed reaction, and they'll go, oh, wait, shit, we have a ton of platformer games that people seem to really, really love, and we could just dig into that vault and release those. Start making small teams and start making Ape Escape games and Sly Cooper games and Jak and Daxter games. Make Ratchet and Clank more prevalent again and release a Ratchet game every 2 or 3 years from Insomniac instead of spending... I know it's not literal decades, but God, at this point, it feels like it. It feels like decades in the gaming world at this point for anything to release. And it's even bleeding over into some of the game developers that I love the most. I love Square Enix games so much. There is not a Square Enix game that I have played personally that I have not liked in at least some way. That I at least found interesting. And now there's no Square Enix games to play because they're all still in development. All right. Rant over. This is over. Thank you guys for watching, I guess. Third-party games were cool. Sony had nothing to show other than the new Sucker Punch game, the new Ghost 2, the new title that I honestly don't know how to say, so I'm not going to attempt it. I do not wish to embarrass myself live on camera, so no. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, I guess. I'm gonna go eat pizza now.